I'm just gonna start drawing and pretend I know what I'm doing. Just a portrait. Yeah, I like the colors. They're very well within what I usually use if I'm going to do something. Oh gosh. Um, I'm just going to try to mimic the line variation kind of style, at least, but in a portrait form. So it'll be more like his self-portrait. Let's see. I guess I could sketch in one of the colors first. Super nervous to sketch in front of people. Not something I ever do. And I approach it differently all the time. Yeah, I can definitely show you my brushes. There's so many, but these are the ones I use the most. Mainly dry ink. It was just a Procreate brush that came with it. Actually, I'm not sure if that's true. It might have been one I downloaded. Peppermint is another one I usually do for like my real detailed line work. And then the gouache is for shading. And when I do painting, or sometimes with shading, I'll use acrylic. Everything else is kind of just texture. But yeah, I'm going to be using dry ink to probably do this one because the line work is a lot more thick and chunky. Just pretend. That is a thick neck. Hola. Hey, Henry. Welcome to the disaster. I'm just gonna work on the prompt for this week, or at least try to, and not hate it. Don't really like to. I'll get to that later. Okay, sometimes I draw in the wrong layer and then it's just sad, but I remember to do a new layer this time, so that's good. Already doing better than I thought. Yeah, so right now I'm just kind of rough sketching, trying to figure out angles and whatnot. Very blocky, and then I'll figure out the shapes, but I can already tell this kind of sucks, so we'll do another layer on top. Well, the good thing about like digital art is that you can change everything really easily. So you just undo, or pretty much you could just shift things really easily without having to redo everything, which works for me. Right now I'm just blocking it in shapes. That's kind of how I work. I try to find the shapes to make it easier. I'm not sure it works all the time, but it helps move. Is everyone enjoying the music? Figured it'll help prevent me from having to talk the whole time. Cool. This one sounds very like jingle bells, sleigh bells type thing right now. Alright, that's a better face shape, I think. Just kind of block in everything else. Was it just for you or is it for everyone? I don't really know. You know, what's nice about this week's prompt is that I don't have to be super detailed or worry about too much of it being exactly like a reference or anything like that. Okay. Just delete that first layer. I'm just going to create a new palette to house these colors so I can easily get to them. Let's see. Oh gosh, the pressure's on. Oops, I always do that. It's been a while since I've actually done any art. So it feels a little unfamiliar. Those colors are really close together. Oops. I feel like I should be talking, but I don't know what to talk about. What is everyone else up to right now? Besides watching this, I guess. Alright. Yeah, Procreate really changed how much I liked digital art. It's just really easy, especially on the iPad and with the pencil. On the computer, it's a lot different. It's a little harder, just less catered towards ease. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna block in some colors now. Why am I selecting when I already have the colors? Ignore me. Gonna just block in the background. You're eating a pancake? That sounds delicious. Oops, put that one below. Do you put syrup on your pancakes, or do you put the like corn syrup, like maple syrup or corn syrup? Because I know that like golden syrup is the thing people do. Now I'm just blocking in colors before I get to the weird patterns or line work. I don't really know exactly how I'm going to approach everything, so I don't know how to tell you what I'm doing. Just kind of figuring it out as I go. Oops. Forgot that doesn't work like that. I guess I can zoom in a bit for you guys. Of course, I blocked it all up. It looks like Henry. Does it? Don't know. I think it's Timothy Chalamet or whatever his name is. It will change, or we could just call it Henry. That's fine with me. It's always good when people don't see your reference, because then they don't know how bad you are at actually making it look like someone. I don't have the courage to do my followers' portraits with you guys seeing their references, because I take forever, because I'm a perfectionist with it, and I will change everything a million times until it's right. Alright, I'm just going to put these colors back onto the canvas because I don't like always having to select from the palette. think I just did the same color twice. I think so. Yep. And that's the background color, cool. Some of these colors are so similar. There's so many colors. I really like this orangey yellow. That one will be fun. Is the sound disappearing for everyone or just you, Henry? Well, you wouldn't know that, would you? How about everyone else? How's the sound? Okay. It's low, like my voice or the music? Ah, okay. I'll turn it up some. Is that better? It stays the same for me, so I don't know. Or if it's too loud, let me know. Okay, cool. I don't know what to tell you, Henry. Do you have headphones in? Maybe it's too quiet for you to hear. Okay. Let me look at this stupid reference again. Oops. Just take off that stuff real quick. All right. What's nice, Henry? Did you finally get the music, or am I doing something cool? That would be cool too. Might be cool to do like the Starry Night in the background. All right. Let's do. Oops. How the music comes and goes. I really don't know how to fix that or help you there. Oh gosh. I'm going to start with a smaller detail. Knowing that all of it's gonna change. His eyes were really tiny right now. Oh gosh. Oh, it's your connection, probably. Or it's, yeah. I'm gonna say it's you and not me, because that makes me feel better. Oh, cool. So many people watching them. Secretly. Kind of would be cool to just not have anyone watch and then not worry about it. Oh gosh. Excuse me while I try to figure out how to approach this. That's the thing, is so much of my art looks really bad until it looks good. You just gotta trust that it's not gonna be awful. I think the best way to approach this is to lock in the shadows first. My eye is really watery too. Oh, is it great? Thanks. What kind of notes if it's just push around colors until it looks nice? I think a lot of it's just finding the shapes and then the shadows and then filling in the details from there. At least that's how I go at it. Did I do? Oh, I did. Gosh. So I'm saying I always forget to do a new layer and then I have to like figure out. I'm not a lefty. It's just mirrored because otherwise I'd be looking towards like the side of the screen. I'm fully right-handed. I realize that people would probably think that. Thank you. Proportions are good to have, although when it's not in proportion, then you just say that is on purpose. And that's a stylistic choice. Imagine everyone naked. I think that's worse. I'd prefer to think of everyone with clothes on. Maybe in silly outfits. You're extremely clothed? Is it like super cold where you are right now? Do you have a silly outfit on now? Most winter outfits are pretty silly looking in my opinion. Oops, do not like that. You're just a baby? Yeah, it's understandable. It's pretty cold here. Well, not super cold. It's not freezing. But when I came into this room earlier, it was like 42 degrees. And I just now got it up to 62. Maybe like 2 hours of warming. I have like a tiny little space heater for this whole area. 42 degrees. That would be like 6 degrees Celsius. All the snow melted. I still have chunks of snow. You can actually see it right outside the window right here. It's nice, but it's also kind of dirty looking, especially by the roads. That's all the shadows for that color. Going with some of this bluey yellow. Who is dreaming? We're all dreaming. Didn't she say hi to everyone on the phone call? Or am I thinking of something else? I don't know. We're all dreaming, yes. No, face cam isn't as terrifying as you think when you never look at it. Must have been a dream. Excuse my watch hitting my desk. Thanks, Sim. It looks great. It's very in the blocky stage. Actually, like the really sketchy stage. It's the in between this and it being done that I don't like. Cause like when it's a sketch, you can just be like, oh yeah, it's just a sketch. Like it's supposed to look like crap. I do not like that color. Never mind. Go with this slightly that one. It's really hard to think in Van Gogh colors. I'm trying to put colors that aren't actually there into it. So it's gonna be a lot playing around. Have you ever? I do have a reference photo. It's on my computer. You guys can't see that. That's why I keep looking up at my computer, kind of like right over here. Because I lack the imagination to not have a reference. But at least for this kind of stuff. The face seems a little off to me. I'm gonna shift it. That was not what I wanted. This is my favorite thing about digital art. I can just kind of swirl it around, although now it looks even dumber until I like it. Sometimes it just ruins it, but it helps to give perspective. I think a lot of problems also comes from me not being directly over my stupid art. Look at it from like a weird angle. I don't know. Let's see. Do some grays in the hair. Well, there's so many colors, it feels like a cop-out to only use gray. Do this color then. How do I pick what goes where? That's the thinking behind picking colors. There's no thinking for me. Yeah, Henry's kind of right. It's just finding the values of the colors. And I don't know. I think you just gotta, sometimes you choose one and it's not right, and you just feel like it's not right. Kind of similar to how you do art, I guess. When I see it, it's a very snazzy song. I'll kind of use the darker ones once I get more of the highlights and midtones done. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go. So make sure to write that one down, just make it up. What color did I choose? I chose green. Some, like, the values, like, I'll probably use the, like, yellowy green ones here. I should add white to this, but I'll do that later. So, like, this one will probably be, like, highlights. Like where white would be, just because they're very saturated and very bright. These ones kind of are midtones, especially for the skin color. This one's kind of like a highlight too, but it's too close to everything else for me. Yeah, that is true. Cool colors do recede back into the canvas and the lighter colors go forward. These ones will be for the darkest points. These ones I don't know. I'll just do whatever with those. Yeah. Back to drawing. I'm gonna have to go in with some of the darks for the eyes. Probably do the blues that I just said I didn't know what to do with. That's too bright. Never mind. I like the desaturated tones the best. Did I just do this one? Okay, that's a good one. Was that the same exact one I just did? Not sure. With something like this, you're just building up colors. There's going to be a lot of bad. But if you look at Van Gogh's reference, it doesn't really look like he knew exactly where everything would go anyways. So it's good to have layer upon layer of undecided colors, I think. Use a darker one for this corner. It's getting really dark, sorry. I think a giant cloud just flew by. I always forget to do the eyebrows, and then like something seems off. And that was the wrong stroke. We'll fix those later. They're like little caterpillars right now. I don't know if I'm the best person to like figure out how to do things from, because I don't quite know what I'm doing and I just kind of keep at it until it looks right, which maybe is the best advice. His eye looks really wonky. Just gonna ignore that for now. Sometimes angles are weird. I really don't like that. Just ignore. This is why I hate drawing in front of people. I feel so pressured to do it perfectly the first time and not mess around a bunch. Yeah. Try to fix it some. His eye is just really long, and that's not how it's supposed to be. Oops. It's kind of more like that. I don't know. That didn't fix it at all, but it's also because the other eye is weird. I need to build up the shadows. It's alright if I'm mumbling or talking low. I don't talk loud, especially when I'm not certain of what I'm doing. This looks awful. Did you not have headphones on before, Henry? It's the best way to hear things. Don't like that. Alright, I'm gonna have to focus on these eyes before I move around a bunch because it's gonna make me sad to look at that. The lighting's great right now. I look very green. It's like I've inspired from Van Gogh. My camera's just following along. Wow, this just gets worse and worse, doesn't it? Yep, you love it. Thanks. And it's an artistic choice. It's supposed to look bad. I think I have a problem of absolutely hating everything until it's done. So welcome to my process of hating it. It's the most important bit, so make sure you write that down. It's also important to have really bad posture while drawing. The pain helps. It's looking better now, though. I don't hate it as much. Good. You're already halfway there, then. Bad posture is a must. Helps you to see. Sometimes that just looks really bright, which is how colors work. Alright. Uncertain of what color to use for his actual eye. I'm just going to use the color that I used around right here. Maybe it needs to be a little darker. Did we use this one? Sure, that works fine. it would be fun to have some sort of thing to do all together. It'd be cool to do the Aggie EO or whatever it is, like live streamed or something, and everyone could contribute. Sorry, knocked into my mic. Not sure if that registered. Yeah, I played around with it a bit on the program. It was really nice. I don't remember what you guys did last time, but I heard it wasn't the best. It was really a challenge. It's like expressionistic. Well, way better than the other one. You can't do blending. I wonder if you can add brushes or something, because the example they have on there is really nice, and you can't do that without blending. That would be cool to do different interpretations of the same photograph. Be interesting to see. You know what part of the face that I always hate doing is the lips. I'm always just neglecting the lips, which obviously has happened here. Nice fleshy folds. I think it's less troubling in this style. Henry, you probably know this, and I'm sure other people do too. What style is Vincent van Gogh considered? Because I don't know. I'm so bad at classifying things. Let's do that one. That's what I thought was Impressionist. I don't know if there was like a more specific one they would use for that. This is too far out. Expressionist. What is the difference between an impressionist and an expressionist? If you want to be like the teacher right now, I'm gonna turn on my light. I don't know, it's getting dark and it's only 2:50. I really don't know how to add these oranges right now. Google also says post-impressionist. I think he's just an impressionist with any of the prefixes. Post-punk painter? That sounds pretty cool. I don't know how I would describe what I do. I don't know if I fit anything. I don't know. Probably do. They classify everything. You're a goth. An impressionist for the rest of us. I don't like that color there, but I think his little blue neck is not my favorite right now. I add more grays, transitions. No building. I'm so bad with remembering names. Like, I'll have to look it up. Surprised I remember my own name, honestly. The Mighty Boost? Why does that sound familiar? Oh, the Mighty Boosh. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I do. That's funny. I was wondering if that's what you're talking about, but I didn't want to assume. He painted on a game show once and he was really good. Very cool. I'm such a good conversationalist. I think I'm doing this green just because... Do you guys consider that green? Because it's kind of like a very desaturated green. I'm just doing it where it's more highlighted or red in skin tone for some reason. Yes. You're gonna say it's blue? I mean, there's blue and green, so you're not wrong for the most part. So you're 25% right. Blue period? Oh gosh. Sometimes I wonder if I see colors right. I mean, we all see it differently. Let's see. Picasso? The forehead color? I was talking about this color. Well, like on his nose. The very little green bits. His forehead is definitely, the majority of his forehead is definitely blue. I forgot what color I am on. Yeah, that's pea soup. Ooh, very good description of that. It is very pea soup. Does anyone actually like pea soup? Your sound is cutting out too much. That's sad. iTunes wants me to sign in and I refuse. I like pea soup. Oh, yep. We did know that already. I don't want followers. I'm gonna delete that. I don't want more followers. It's creepy. I want less people. What do you think happens if you actually go to the link that they send? Like, what do they actually do for you? Fake followers? I mean, it's usually how they go, right? What is a true follower? They lock your computer? Probably. I'm much too distrusting to even click links people send me that I know. What do you think the most money that someone has like gotten from doing that kind of thing? Like just having some old person buy a bunch of cards. And doesn't Walmart have like some security against that too? Wow. Getting a raid, guys. It feels weird. The cashiers are trying to recognize. Oh yeah, that's good. I'd hate for my like grandma to get conned out of some money that she's been saving her whole life. Hi. Welcome to the stream. I'm just kind of figuring out what I'm doing. Trying to mimic Van Gogh or Van Gogh, however you want to say his name. I know, up to 5 viewers, guys. It's not the prettiest thing right now, but it's getting there. I see 7, not to upset you. Thank you. Yeah, it's based on a prompt from a Discord that I'm part of, which a lot of the viewers are. How drawing pads work. This is the iPad. It's slightly different. I like it better. I haven't done a whole lot with it yet, but it is fun. Which program do I use? This is Procreate. It's my highly recommended recommendation, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's just really nice, and it's really simple and user-friendly. You can add a lot of Photoshop brushes if you want. Thanks, Henry, for the promo. My little hype man. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I haven't really tested out too many other programs, but I mean, when you find one you like, is there really a need to test out other ones? Yeah, there's some really talented people. Yeah, my cousin is a tattoo artist, and he does all his like sketch work for the tattoos on Procreate. It's really nice because you can put the image of their tattoo or their like the body part and then just draw it directly on it. I've heard about Crit, but I've never used it. I'm not really sure. Can you use a lot of like the Photoshop brushes on that? I'm just kind of like drawing over the same stuff all the time now. Yeah, Photoshop is kind of hard to, well, not kind of, but it is more difficult to rotate easily on Photoshop. But Photoshop is really nice too. It would be really cool to have like people wear shirts or something, but my dad does have a shirt of my art, and I think there's a few out there just from Redbubble. Yeah. Are the default brushes for Krita pretty nice? I saved my Photoshop brushes from when I was in school, and I've just been using them since. Yeah, it's pretty cool to have people wear your stuff. It's also kind of weird to see it. Surreal. Can you blend pretty good and stuff on Krita? I think my criteria for programs is how realistic I can make things. I usually don't get super sketchy like how it is right now. He has very voluptuous hair right now. You can blend really well in Krita. A few brushes that mimic real paint. It's really cool. Is it a free program too? I need to fix his hair. It is like bedhead hair right now. Too much hair. Let's see. Let's get back into this color. And shape this hair more. It's completely free. That's really cool. I know Procreate costs money, so it's not always the most accessible to people. But that's really cool when you can find a free program, because who likes to pay for things? Not me. Right, just shaping in his hair more. Wow, thanks for following. I didn't get any. You know, I've made like widgets forever, but I don't think it did it, did it? I'll have to figure that out. But thank you. I wonder if I test a widget, if it would show. I did little animations, which is cool because you can do animations in Procreate too, which is cool. It's like wet hair now. Yeah, programs are really, like, I used to have Photoshop, but it's so expensive now. It's just, I'd rather pay once for a program and then have it, you know, instead of paying a monthly fee. You have to reset them. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that. I'll have to figure it out once I'm not streaming. This is my first stream. Yeah. I found, like, because I do a lot of design work, so I found a program that does like Illustrator and Photoshop and InDesign, which is their like print publishing type PDF program, and it's Affinity. And those you just pay like, I think it's like $50 per program, and you get all the updates and you like full ownership, and it has a bunch of like free downloads you can do. I always recommend that if people are looking for like an alternative, but there's also free ones, I think. Yeah. I don't know when like monthly subscriptions became just, they used to be cool, like, and really like allowed you to do things, but now it's, everything has its own subscription, and it's like you're gonna pay like hundreds of dollars each month to finally like get what you paid just $100 one time for. I don't feel like I'm making much progress here, but I'm talking, so I'm gonna work on the lips. Do some of the green. Maybe the nose. Everything's just kind of like, you love how the eyes look? Thank you. They were not looking so hot for a long time, but I think they look better now. It's kind of just messing around with it until it looks good. I do have a reference off screen on my computer just to help. I'm trying to just use it for figuring out where everything goes. It's definitely not looking like it. Get some blues in there again. Yeah, that is definitely not what I think. I do not think using references is cheating. I mean, when you look at all the art from the past, they all had like live references, especially when it comes to like portraits. It's really important to get everything right. Like if I had someone here to pose for me, I would totally use them. I think it's good to use the reference as a reference and try not to do it exactly like it, just to kind of help train you. But there's nothing wrong with references, in my opinion. I think the ideal goal is to definitely have a model. But that's a whole new challenge in itself. I'll do this really bright green for some highlights. That you can't really see, but it's cool. Yeah, when I was little, I used to just like draw over and trace things. And I think that, I wouldn't do that now, per se, unless I'm just messing around and trying out new things. And I definitely wouldn't say it's my own art. But, tracing in itself teaches you a lot too. References is like not tracing, but also teaches you. It's all a process. What size brush am I using? Well, let me see. A 17%, so whatever that correlates to. But I'm using the dry ink brush. I think that one's standard in Procreate, if you use that, which I think you do, Henry. Right? I like it because it has this like texture. I don't like when my brushes are too smooth. I like them jagged. Yeah, that's a very good way to learn and get used to things, especially when it's a hard pose or angle. Tracing, I mean, people knock it, but it's good to do. It's like when you're little and they give you the letters to trace to learn how to write. Like it's just muscle memory after a while. Surprised that references are a thing people criticize? Because if so, yeah, I agree. I wouldn't have been able to start mine without tracing. Yeah, I really liked your portrait you did, Dreaming, for Tanner. Feels weird to call you Dreaming. It was really good. Even if you trace, it takes skill to learn how to, and then especially if you're not used to a program, tracing and then just using that to get used to it. I did that with Procreate for the first few things I did. I just took a photo and kind of played around with brushes to figure out how I liked it. People like to criticize a lot, but to each their own. kind of like how it's looking, but I need to add darker colors, especially in the eyes. Let's hope I don't mess it up again. Just add it kind of seldom. I don't like that. I think just adding bits of dark is the key for this one instead of trying to find the whole thing. I have a problem of, because I'm not usually an impressionistic kind of artist. So, even though I'm losing that already. Go back on that. I jump around a lot. Just kind of try to even out the tones the best I can. I'm not always good at it. Get more into this chest that I've been neglecting. Yeah, the color palette is pulled directly from Vincent Van Gogh / Gogh, however you want to say it. I've heard both ways. His Starry Night photograph. His cheek is weird. Some color to that. Pull this color through. Can I do your life for you? Oh, the Gogh is German. Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder, like, how he would actually say it. Where did he come from? Like, what part of the world did he live in? Because I'm sure however it would be said would be from there. Can we do it? I'm so not a history buff. He's French. They don't like say any like letters, so it's probably just like ugh. No, I don't know. I did not take French in high school. His hair is still ridiculous. I thought he was Dutch. Someone should look that up. Maybe that's a better hair. He's from the Netherlands. Does anyone know how they say things? Let's see. Vincent Van Gogh. That would be very funny. That's interesting that he moved. I wonder, like, moving to different countries nowadays seems very confusing and difficult, at least to me. I know it's not, because a lot of people do it. I can't even imagine, like, back then, having to move so much from, like, country to country. This chin is funky. Got a lot of colors going on. Like Loch. See, Loch. Like Loch Ness. It's like Gogh. I don't know. Netherlands. Alright. Sometimes in art, I feel like I just go over the same areas a million times without ever actually changing anything. I feel like I'm at that point, just not quite doing anything. I just pronounce it like I was taught in high school. Yeah, I'm not a language person. I'm not the best at trying to learn new language at all. Spanish doesn't work. Yeah, that'd be... I don't know. I feel like at this point, it could be anything. Just call it what you want it. Or create your own language, I guess. What foul language did you use, him? I really... I'll have to adjust the settings for that. I'm sorry. I'll get to that at some point. He was terrible. What made him terrible at being a priest? I think this is my background color, and it's slightly different. It's really hard to look at what it looks like from my angle. I think she was in a convent, not a nun. I don't really know the difference though. I haven't really used that really bright yellow. I'll have to think on how to do that. I'm really lazy when it comes to hair. Well, thanks for joining and for following. It's really nice to have you here. Lots of talking. All right. Have fun eating. Oh, hi Sco. I didn't even see your message. I'm sorry. Welcome to this extreme. Working on the Discord prompt. You found him, Henry? Did you tell him? Did I post in the Discord that I was streaming? Because I don't think I did. I might have forgotten. Thank you, Sco. Yeah, it went through some phases, but I'm kind of liking it. It's not quite Van Gogh or Van Gogh. I'm still unsure of how to say it, but It's not quite him yet, but I'll add to it. All that discussion on how to say it and I still don't know. Yeah. There's always a rough period where I hate everything, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it looks nice now. And I just keep taking away his hair. Because I have a problem of making too much hair, and then I have to take it away. Is that Vegeta or Vegeta? Vegeta sounds like Vegeta. His ear looks like Shrek. Does it? Yeah, it's kind of pointy. I've been ignoring it. I'll get to it. I'm just avoiding everything. I think I normally don't take this long for stuff. Usually can knock out the Discord things in like an hour. How long have I've been doing this for like an hour and a half. So it's not terribly too behind schedule. Okay. Should I work on the background? I haven't really focused on the hair because the background I'm going to paint, because I always do the backgrounds after I've done everything. No distraction. I mean, it's better that people talk than I'd just be sitting here quietly. Did you see your recent piece? I don't think I did, Gogh. What was it? Remind us. Violent. Oh yeah. I think I was busy when you posted it. Thanks for the reminder though. I will have to look after I am done streaming. This ear is looking stupid. Thanks for pointing that out. Focus on the ear. I mean, how often do you draw ears? I don't draw them that often. It's kind of something I forget to do, and then I just cover it with hair. Like a bad artist. You say potato, I say potato. Do you actually say potato? Oh yeah. Is that his left ear though? That'd be the other side. I could flip it and then cut it off. Alright. I think I'm going to do like the swirls in the background. But I should put this on top. You are distracting, but it's cool. The distraction is welcomed. I gotta figure out a better way. Oh, can't I make it a reference and have it pop out? I can, but I forgot how to. So I'm just gonna move it around a bunch. See, I'm used to traditional, so I have a hard time not making everything on one layer, which is how it currently is going. But it's cool. Got a lot of bright blues. these too. I do too many things on one layer too, which isn't the best. I kind of block in the colors and then just work on top of that in one layer. That's what I'm doing, Henry. I thought it was a cool idea too. I might not do exactly like it. I kind of like the thought of it just being more up close. Should do these two on the same layer. They're all smaller. Oops. Okay. Rotate. Oh. How did potatoes come into the chat? Is it the Van Gogh scenario? I need to make my brush bigger for this bit so I'm not taking forever. Yeah, a smart person would do their background first or even on a separate layer, but I'm not I'm not a well-planned artist. I'm gonna just take it wherever it goes and then just fix it. Yeah, I think planning out too much feels a little restricting to me, so it's not something I do. But then again, when I do plan things out, I feel like it turns out a lot better. So it's a dilemma. I wonder if I could change the opacity of it. There we go. Looks more blendy. It takes more skill this way. Yeah, let's go with that. I kind of like the thought of him like appearing from this dark bit. And like maybe his like shirt and stuff can be this weird tree bit that he does. So it's like he's part of it. Thanks. I am liking it. I like to make the reference and try to make it as realistic and then just go in and mess with things. This doesn't quite look like his trees. Thanks, Tyler. I'll get a little more solid for this bit. The trees are weird. It's like little flames. Looks like two hands resting gently on my shoulders. It does. I like that too, so we're keeping it like that. The streamer said my name. What is that a snake? I can't tell. Can you guys clip things? I think I enabled that. I'm such a noob to like Twitch that I think I accidentally clipped part of your stream. And I don't know how. Or that was weird. No favoritism. I just recently deleted it because I was like, I don't think this needs to be here. This background is getting chaotic. You don't have permission to clip. Ooh. Can you clip things after the fact? Because I can turn it on. My reference is on my computer. And then right now the reference is right here. This is getting chaotic, guys. I kind of feel like... Oh no. Have I been drawing on that? Yeah, I have been drawing on that. Of course I have. Hold on. Let me fix this. This is ridiculous. You guys are supposed to let me know when I'm messing up. Of course. Oops. Let me redo that. This is what I like, is that I can just ignore the fact that I messed up. If I mod you, I will mod you. Can I do that from here? Can I probably do that from my phone? I could have also probably changed the permissions. I'm just deleting my error. It's a weird word. Oh gosh. You know, sometimes I just make mistakes. It's the problem with being on one layer. Alright. Move that to the top. Type that. I feel like he needs to be repositioned. Maybe more to like that. Well, I don't know. Let me change the clipping thing. Or try to. Hold on. Let's see. I don't know how. So we're just gonna have to wait for that. Although I can add you as a mod from here, can't I? This really shows how good I am. I really don't know how. Oh wait, don't I just like add your name into the chat as mod? Oh gosh. Does anyone remember? Now I just have your little pop out. There we go. Let me look. I'm such a good person. Okay, I got it. What'd you say there? Oops. Oh, look, they give you all the things. And I think there you go, you got mod privilege. You said the F word. How dare you? Yeah, that needs to be changed. I'm sorry. Let's see. I'll have to change it for next time. That's stupid. I have no clue why that's there. Okay. Back to drawing. Oh gosh. Look, you were supposed to help me with my layers and you forgot. You do have a sword now. Do you guys say sword or sword? I think it'd be funny to be the second version. Sword. This is looking very chaotic now. I might have made a mistake, but it's cool. We'll run with it. I also need this to move again. Just over his face. Alright. I'm just gonna pick things from the actual picture now. How messed up was your sleep schedule before? You woke up at 5 p.m.? Yeah, I mean, probably not the best if you want to live in society. But, you know, nighttime's the best time too. 4 a.m. today? It's not bad. Alright, let's see. This is chaotic, guys. I don't know what I've done. Need to work this more to be cohesive and resist just covering up his ear out of not wanting to do it. But his ear does seem very out of place. So covering it would be cool. Agree with me, guys. Allow me to be lazy. Thank you. Apparently, I chose the right people for mods then. Hi. Yes, men. I really don't know how to make this all come together. I think I'll add more darks. Everything seems so busy. I think that's very true to the reference, though. I'm not used to such busy art for myself. Good vibes. Only the goodest. This feels like a really bad Instagram filter. I don't know where that dark stroke came from. Oh, yeah, okay, hold on. That's dumb. I think it just... Give me a second. It stopped screen mirroring to it. Ooh. There you go. Sorry about that. Anyways, nothing really happened while you guys were watching. Sounds like your the hair is quite close to the sky color. Does my audio sound weird? Is everything going to shambles? Yeah, this guy. I wanted it to feel like he was kind of blending in, but I'm kind of backtracking on that now. So I'm adding some darks. Yeah, that is definitely something I'll need to do, is the highlights. Everything always looks weird until, highlights really make something for me. Always looks better. It's really just an experiment. That'd be a funny image. I've been like rubbing my nose so much, guys. I'm sorry. It's just itchy. This guy looks very like vampy. Yeah, that's better. As far as differentiating that. And it's kind of really cool now. Alright. See how like wishy-washy I am? With hating and liking. Let's get these orange highlights, or should we do green? Well, there's a lot of green in the face. I could do both. I need to add some dark into this ear. There's no difference. What do I think the portrait listens to? Ooh. All I can think of is like The Cure. Or like something along that, like along I don't know what I'm saying. Along those lines. What do you think he listens? Jeff Buckley? Oh, absolutely. That, yeah, it kind of does have that vibe. Sorry, my bangs are bugging me. Keep falling into my face. I think adding some highlights along his shirt would be nice. I think I'll have one tree in front and one tree behind him. Add some of these colors. Machine Girl? I don't think I know them. Or if that's some other thing. I don't know. Let's add some light green under that. Oops. It's too much. Maybe if we add some gold to his collar. What are you planning on doing for your life as it is now? That is not the color I wanted. Are you going to be painting, Henry? I can make it emotes only chat, but yeah, I prefer if you didn't do that. It's a good call. Or not. You know, it looks a lot better from my angle than what you guys have. That's great. Yeah, I shouldn't work flat, but I'll just adjust it to how I see it, make it wider. Because he's looking a little chin heavy and top unheavy. I don't know. I have a lot of bad habits I shouldn't do. I don't know what I'm doing. I like that better dark. Keep highlights to one side. Now you guys can just watch me undo a bunch of things. The eyes are really popping. Are they? Oh gosh, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. Do the lighter color first. Yeah. Thanks. Nope. All right. Ooh, that would be really cool. I haven't messed around with acrylic in so long. I would love to watch you play with acrylic. What do you mean going wild though? You're just gonna slop some paint and figure out where it goes from there? Because that also sounds pretty cool. What's liquid acrylic? Oh, liquid acrylic. That's right. That's different than normal acrylic paint. Thank you. I am liking the highlights. Good suggestion. Just took a while. Add some yellows. Very seldom. I feel like at a certain point it feels like everything's too much and you just have to stop. Did I forget to stop? I think it's almost done. I'll have to adjust it for my horrible looking down because it is a little wonky when I look at it this way. But I think that's because I'm used to how I'm looking at it, which is not what you're seeing. Deer hunter. Yeah, I see that too. Definitely. All right, let's see. Merge these. What is this layer? Does this layer even have anything on it? Let's hide those. I'm going to do the horrible thing of just merging everything to really prevent myself from changing anything. Today you found a psychic that can draw your future soulmate. That sounds awful. I'm going to duplicate it just in case I mess it up. Let me look at it. And distort. Oops, sorry. Watch me mess it up, guys. Oh, that does look better. Wow, really dropping the beat in the music. I need to fix his forehead. And then I think I'm gonna say it's finished for the time being. What happened to the music? I'm gonna skip it. Is it just not playing for you guys, or is it just not playing for me? Did my headphones just die? It was my headphones. So ignore that. Alright. It was a mirror. Alright, I think I'm gonna call this done for now. I think I'm gonna go have lunch or a little snack before dinner. So thank you. I'll post this to the Discord. If I add anything, I'll sit on it a bit. Thank you. I'm kind of happy, and it wasn't a horrible stream, and I wasn't just sitting here in silence. So I get to show you guys my, there's no desktop audio, it's just silence right now, huh? Alright, well, I'll try to do this again sometime. Thanks for joining. And I'll put it to the end screen and just talk to you guys in the chat if you want. Alright, bye.